Hello, I'm Freelander. Welcome to the game Trove. Check this out.
Why do they not fire back?
They wait.
Alright, today we are taking a look at Army of Fortune Metaverse, or AOF Verse, and Army of Tactics, Army of Fortune. So, Coco did an AMA yesterday morning. For me, it was probably midday for those in London, and evening in Asia. But we had we also had the announcement of the Demigod release, the initial release, here, and wanted to cover it and cover what's going on in the AOF verse. So that scene is very, very iconic from a movie called Kingdom of Heaven, and the idea is that they could have returned fire on the attacking forces. They had plenty of ammo and trebuchets ready to go, but they were waiting until a more opportune time when they could cause the most damage. That, in my opinion, is what Army of Fortune is doing right now. So, and they're just now starting to fire back. So, Coco, on that note, Coco did say during the AMA that to relaunch user acquisition campaign, they have apparently a full team now, two dedicated teams, one to Army of Tactics and one to Army of Fortune. They're trying to get Army of Fortune out very soon. This Demigod launch, this Demigod launch it is coming up apparently towards the end of this week. This week is what she was hoping for. So excited for that. I need to reach out to her again and get something scheduled for an interview with her on my channel. And just very stoked for what's going on in this ecosystem. It has been very frustrating as a player to not have an update in 4 or 5 months. Like I said, like we watched at the beginning, they're waiting. They didn't want to waste the ammo on trying to keep gamers happy that most of them would move on anyway. No matter, I mean, it's very, very hard to keep gamers long term, especially in a beta when you just have to keep pushing updates out weekly in order to keep people interested, and that's just not feasible, especially with even Illuvium doesn't push out gameplay updates weekly necessarily. Maybe they do now, but a year ago, not as much. They're further along in the development curve in some respects, but Army of Tactics and Army of Fortune are very much getting primed and ready to have a full launch. So let's go through Demigods and my opinion on them. Now that we've covered the ecosystem a little bit. So Demigods. I did a video yesterday covering this just briefly. Let's see some key points. How to mint. They're Island 3 now, so that's good. So you can get it at a lower level. You need to complete quests to obtain jewelry and other things. So that's new. I thought it was going to be like extra rewards for winning battles. It's quests, which could be winning battles or other things. So that's you need to burn AFC and AFG. Coco did mention on the burning aspect that the chests you buy in game are burning AFG. So and they burn a significant amount, and that's just with regular old chests to get unique troops. So, or not unique troops, but the regular troops you don't have yet. So, bullish on that aspect. Successfully force the crystal. There might be some randomly generated chance there. Battle in the Demigods summoning portal. I hope that's AI. I hope they don't make us fight each other for that. I really hope that's AI, because that would be so terribly frustrating. At least, at very minimum, make sure it's two players going for the demigods versus a player going for a demigod and a player just playing the game. That would be so frustrating. At least one of the players should get the chest. Lose battle, don't receive the chest. Win battle, receive chest that may or may not award a demigod. There's only going to be 200 of these common demigods to start with. The total pool for each character of demigods will be 100,000 of common. Okay, and then it goes down significantly. Let's go take a look at that. 10,000 for rare, 1,000 for epic, 100 for legendary, and 10 for champion. So insane rarity for the top tier. Let's see, rarity, badges. So, you'll need at least one to create your clan. Clan feature is not, is a little bit further away. Demigods can be adorned with badges earned in the AOF verse. I think even Discord badges probably. These badges are individual NFTs. Oh, okay. That can be attached to the demigod to show player role in the community, achievements, or other AOF verse asset ownership. Cool. So yeah, probably they're planning on NFTs to represent the different roles. I'm looking forward to putting my power builder wings. Anyway, it's been a little while. So I know like some of the team have different ones. So just a minute here. Power chat. Yeah, we have like a badge with wings here. I'm not sure if you can see that. Badge with wings. Hopefully you can see that okay. Anyway, so really looking forward to something like that. And you can display them in game. I think I read somewhere here. So that's really cool. So demigods will on-chain traits. These impact rarities of the NFT, but do not impact gameplay. Okay, so more bragging rights. Fits with the NFT kind of vibe. Profile stake bonus and bonuses attached, not including these, will be visible in game. So that's really cool. I really like that, especially if like another player taps on it to view the unit, and like you have all these credentials behind them. That'd be really cool. Bonus attack and health. Okay, so here's the biggie that people are a little concerned about. Let's go to this document with in-game utility. This is not that much of a bonus, so let's just go with the max. So 0.8% extra health damage, 1.2% health damage, 1.6, 2, and 2.4% is the max for a champion. But you could honestly get a champion that's just as good as a max rare epic. So just keep that in mind, just because you get a champion. So with only 10 champion, you might only get 2 that have the most advanced. I don't know, or it might be they generate 10 and and one has this, another has 0.7, 0.8, 0.9. That could be an interesting. There's not 10. Would there be 10 intervals there? My math brain is not awake. Anyway, so not especially with Blick and Frog, like with Gladiator, this will make a huge difference. This would lose and win a ton of battles. Blick and Frog, it's not going to make too terribly much a difference whether you run Frog or not with a 2.4 health bonus. If you run Frog, then it might help slightly. If you don't run Frog Pikeman, then you're not going to switch to Frog Pikeman because you have this bonus, unless you're just forcing yourself to use it because, hey, you got this new unit and you want to try your best to figure out how to use it well. But AoE attacks and everything, they're probably going to kill you just as fast. But with Frog, with Blick, that little bit of health might actually save you from one given an extra hit versus an electrician maybe. So just something to keep in mind that might have an advantage as far as being able to win a battle versus not. Now, is this a good or bad thing? I think it's a good thing. So there's a spectrum. Let me get my other hand in here. There's a spectrum. Sorry, new camera. There's a spectrum of games. Okay, there's pay to win. This is driving me batty. All right, let's get me more in there. There's pay to win, and there's completely no pay to win. No way to get advantage. League of Legends would be no pay to win, right? You just play the game, you're either good at it and you rise to the top, or you're not so good at it and you have to try harder to rise to the top and get better at it, right? But with pay to win, there are in-game items that really, really, really help out, and the more you pay, or at least you pay a minimum, and then you're up a tier in gameplay as far as what you can actually do, or you buy it off somebody who has grinded for it, and then it really ups it leapfrogs you over just a large amount of gameplay that you would otherwise have to grind out. They're looking to fall somewhere in the middle on this spectrum. So with the purchase of these demigods, okay, since you can purchase them on open marketplaces, number one, I'm not sure it's going to be limited to island level with the unit. It might be. It might not be. But let's just say worst case scenario, it's limited to the island level you would have gotten Blick at, right? So that's like Island 2 or something. So let's say it's Island 2. You get Blick at Island 2, right? You wouldn't have to quest for them. You just instantly get your NFT version of Blick. Okay, and I think you can upgrade them without, having to get new cards or stuff. Good morning, son. There we go. Okay, so you instantly get, you have to spend AFG and AFC to upgrade them, like in level, but you instantly get a card that is appropriate to that island, and so you don't have to complete the quest. So the electrician, once the electrician demigod is out, then it's like, boom, once you're on Island 4, you have the electrician. So, pay to win, yeah, but you can also grind for it, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. In addition, like other NFTs will be better. Like this bonus over here will be better for different demigods. So, like I said, the electrician. Sometimes it just leaves just a slight bit of health on Blick, and you're like, man, if I had 2% more, 2.4% more attack power, Blick would have been dead in another shot, and he wouldn't have killed my gladiator before I killed him, right? So this being the same across all demigods may or may not be a good decision. I would vote for dynamic based on the thing, but then again, it changed the meta of it, regular versus demigod. Whereas this, it just makes all demigods a little bit better. It's not really going to change the meta. You're, like I said, if you're a serious player about winning games, you're probably not going to run Frog Pikeman if you weren't already. But it might help a little bit if you're already running Frog Pikeman, and same with Blick. So that's my opinion on that, and I think it's a good thing because you don't want to change NFTs. People will get really furious if you change somebody's NFT that they've already purchased or hard won. So this way, it's not game breaking. You don't need NFTs to be a top tier player. Maybe like two high level players that are pretty even in skill. Yes, the one with the NFTs is going to win. That's just the way of it. Now, but a really good feature of the NFTs is closed beta access to Army of Fortune, their next game coming out soon. So 200 of these. So it's probably going to mostly go to people that are already OGs or already OGs or power builders or NFT holders. But Coco let slip that pretty much those are the criteria: OG, power builder, or NFT holder. Either these guys, these demigods, or the Fortune Founders key. I have all but the so yeah. So if you're OG, you'll probably get beta access. We'll see if it's layered in or if they'll just give us all access at once. All access at once would probably be better, so there's a bigger player pool. But yeah, so definitely worth trying to fight for them if you don't have the OG role or NFT Fortune Founders key NFT. Cool. That's pretty much what I got. Stay tuned. I'm not doing a video tomorrow morning because I'm doing a video tomorrow night. I'm doing a live stream with Jonathan Descartes. I think I said that right. Descartes. I'll say it more my actual accent. So he is the CEO of Bumper. What they're doing is amazing. So stay tuned for that. And God mode for crypto. So yeah, really excited. Hopefully this makes sense. This is my opinion. That I think it's a good thing. I think the big hype is going to be, yes, the release of Island 5 of Army of Tactics, but also the closed beta of Army of Fortune, because they really are starting to push that direction. I think that's a good thing. On the matter of, is Army of Tactics going to just die off now that Army of Fortune's here? It will be less popular than Army of Fortune, probably. But the thing is I think the island level is going to transfer from Army of Fortune to Army of Tactics. Not certain about that. Don't quote me on that. But that's my suspicion. And so playing the one will help you with the other. at very least in things like demigods and resources. So do I think Army of Tactics is a dead game? It's stale right now, but I don't. I very much think it's going to be revived with Island 5. Demigods, it will be a cool little fun thing while we're waiting for Island 5. But like I said, they're waiting. I do believe Island 5 is pretty much ready to go. I think they're just waiting. You know, let the grumbling kind of work itself out, and now we're getting back to the hype. I think it's going to be like weeks in between updates now instead of just instead of months, right? So lot to look forward to this spring, and glad you're here on this journey with me. Thank you. All right, Freelander.